What's that glove worth, Maddie? Testing. All right, folks. Well, getting a little bit of offense here out of the Bombers in the second inning. We got Henry Gardner on third, Andy Dahl on second, and I think Jack Rides on first. Not positive. Carter Prince is up to bat. Bombers are down 8-1. A couple of sloppy plays in the first. Put the Bombers down a little bit, but looks like if we can get the bats to come alive, we can score a couple of runs here. Looks like full count for Carter now. One out. Bases loaded. Oh, that one low, below the knees, but called a strike. Mason Chalupa up to bat, 2 outs. Base is still loaded. Just switch up the cameras here for a second. Force a reconnect, see if that helps us with our picture camera. Maybe, we'll see. All right, that'll walk a run home. Mason with a nice patient at bat. Henry Gardner crossing the plate. We got Andy Dahl on third. I think it's Jack Brides on second. Can't see. And Mason Chalupa on first. Chance Van Gieson up to bat. Chance hits a nice sharp one up to the second baseman. Almost beats the throw out, but that'll clear the bases for the Bombers. Get one on the half inning. Bombers down 8-2. Let's step away here for a second.
I own Post Oak Barbecue in Denver, Colorado. This thing started back in 2019. Decided to go out on a limb and pursue a passion project. And I'm all self-taught, and the obsession turned into a restaurant. Texas barbecue, to me, is great meat, very little sauce involved, simple rubs that do nothing to highlight the meat and highlight technique. Bringing that to Denver was a very important thing for me. We are known for brisket, so we use Nolan Ryan beef, USDA prime, and we've really made a name for ourselves on brisket. Our brisket is so set apart from everybody else's brisket. Very proud of that. We do several things with it. We top loaded baked potatoes. We top, we call it dirty mac. Top our jalapeno bacon mac and cheese. Really, we go for those traditional.
Looks like we got Jace Verardi pitching. I think that's who was in the first couple of times. Camera shaking about something fierce. Got a lot of wind. It's supposed to be a little calmer than this, but it's not. calming down. So we're gonna shake the camera. Alright, well, I have turned on the electronic image stabilization. Seems to be handling the wind a little bit better than the optical image stabilization lens out there, so hopefully the image stays put for us. Number 4 up for the Demons. Umpire didn't like that ball. Threw it back to coaches. Said that ball's too dirty. Chase with a nice strikeout. Looks like we got 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody on. 2 outs. That ball fouled high up behind the backstop. Notice the Demons are a high school team. Seeing 70 plus mile an hour pitches here. Jace, meanwhile, 14, throwing about 49 miles an hour. A lot of difference a year or two makes. That went up to 51. Jason's got one on. Throws it down in the dirt near the batter's feet. That'll advance the runner to second. Ball high up above the catcher. Wild pitch advancing the batter or the runner to third. All right. Jace carrying a little extra weight on his shoulders there, getting a pep talk from Coach Dustin. Here comes the pitch. That one in for a high strike. This umpire seems to have a pretty big zone. That one real high, about 6 feet. Chance was lucky to get it. That'll keep the runner at third. We got 3 balls, 1 strike. First. Meanwhile, the other runner is still staying at third. Let's see what kind of leadoff he's taking. 2 on, 2 outs. Need some strikes with the defense needs some plays. Alright, the sign's it. Here comes the pitch. It's outside for a ball. Jay's struggling a little bit after taking out the first one. Here comes the runner. That'll score a run for the Demons on a wild pitch. And Coach Dustin will come in and talk to the boys in person. This mound visit, strangely enough, sponsored by Coach Dustin. Coach Dustin with a small American Family Insurance practice. That's where he spends his weekdays. Got my home, my auto, and my other insurance with him. Coach Dusty does a really good job of keeping me informed of all the insurance stuff. Got me a real good deal when I switched over to the saving bundle, and got some good coverage out to make sure that boys are getting right now. And we give them a call. All right, coach is done talking to the boys. The runners are back out on the bases for the Demons. As a reminder, we got 2 on. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Just need 1 play right here to get a 3rd out. Get out of the inning. Score is 9-2. That one in there for a real nice strike. That's what we need. It's going to bring the batter to the plate, and he's going to not look at the next one that's close. Ball's 1 strike. 2 outs, 2 on. It's number 21 for the Demons that's up. Out head high, in for a ball. We got 1-1. All right, that pitch in for a ball. We got 2-1. Right down the middle, going over to right field. That's over Carter's head. Carter running it down, relaying it in. Meanwhile, we got runs scoring. 2 runs score. Oh, and that ball thrown over, and that'll be. I call that an inside the park home run. I don't think we could score any errors on that play. Okay, well, give us a little bit of a reset on our field positioning. Maybe scooch Carter out a little bit more. See if left fielder Andy scoot, or actually Andy's the center. Holy and left field. See if that scoots them back a little bit. That one hit deep into center field, it bounces, and we got 1 on. All right, 1 on, 2 outs. Score is 12-2. Bombers digging a bit of a hole here, starting to get into the insurmountable level. That one hit deep into center field. Caught by Andy in the air. All right, that gets the Bombers out of the inning. chatting with the coach of the Demons. He says hi to Dan and Martha. That's his parents. He's a teacher over at Gordon. Looks like we got number 11 in for the Demons. Pitching again. I think he's been in since the start of the game, so he's on his third inning pitching. Still got good speed. That one at 65. Starting off the inning for the Bombers. Nolan playing left field today. Ducks that first pitch. Probably looked a little more inside to him than it actually was, but ducked it anyway. That one way outside. Nolan takes that one for ball 2. Nolan ahead of the count. Got his pick of pitches now if he wants a swing. That one down the pipe for a strike. 68 miles an hour. Real nice pitch. Nolan ducking that one. And that one also ball. Down low for a strike. We got a full count. Here we go. That one in. Oh, that one inside. Nolan giving the umpire a second look as he trots away. Did not think that was going to get called for a strike, but it surely did, and Nolan will be sitting for the rest of this inning probably. Unless we get the bats going. All right, up comes Jack Brides. The ball high up around the neck. A little more solid connection to that outfield camera. It's just really, struggling today. Our Wi-Fi doesn't quite reach that far out to center field. Might have to work on that. Field a little bigger than it has been in past years. The Wi-Fi doesn't quite go that far, even with the router hiked up about 20 feet in the air and the camera about 10 feet. Oh, that one hit Jack real hard on the left thigh. And he's going to jog it out down to first base. And, Bombers have a runner on. I didn't catch the speed on that one, but he's been throwing between 65 and 70. All right, Trey Henry up to bat. Trey, our lefty. All right, we're going to lose our cameras for just a second while I reconnect them. Cameras will be right back. That ball low and outside for a ball. Stable for us. All right, Trey striking out. That'll bring up Henry Gardner. We got 2 outs, 1 on. Nolan, I'm sorry, not Nolan. Jack Bride's on first. So Hank looking to save the Bombers half inning here. Oh, That ball going over to first, but Jack safe at first, so bring it back here. All right, Henry fouling that one off to the right side, hit the fence. Pretty sure he was targeting my Starlink on that one, but he missed, so that's good. All right, here we go. Henry fouls that one real high over my head and behind me. All right, another throw over to first. Jack Bride's safe on that. Pitcher keeping Jack close. Henry puts it into foul territory down the right field line. All right, we're still at 2 strikes, no balls. Henry getting a lot of nice, pretty pitches, fouling them off. See if he can catch one and put it in play. That one outside, Henry wisely takes. Nerves of steel to take that pitch, down 2. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Henry fouls it again over my head. That one almost ended up in the adjacent field. Henry with a real nice at bat here. I think we're into about 7 or 8 pitches at this point. Henry puts it in play. Unfortunately, that's going to be popped up to the first baseman who came in off first base and grabbed the ball. I'm going to go work on the camp. All right, Trey Henry into bat this inning for the Bombers. Did I say bat? I meant pitch. Three balls, one strike. the wind has calmed down and Trey has managed to find his groove. The sunshine coming in over the visitor dugout, it's third base dugout. Got 2 outs, 2 on. All right, boys with a nice play, getting the out at first. That'll end the inning. We're gonna step.
Flatiron Dance is a dance studio home to ages 2 to adult. We offer classes in jazz, tap, lyrical, ballet, and competition team. I started Flatirons because I've grown up in Arvada. I love this town. I love the people here. My family and I reside in Arvada. And I just wanted a studio, much like the studio that I grew up in, a family environment that is fun and teaches kids dance while teaching them other skills. Flatiron Dance is a dance studio home to ages 2 to adult. We offer classes in jazz, tap, lyrical, ballet, and competition team. I started Flatirons because I've grown up in Arvada. I love this town. I love the people here. My family and I reside in Arvada. And I just wanted a studio, much like the studio that I grew up in, a family environment that is fun and teaches kids dance while teaching them other skills. Flatiron Dance is a dance studio home to ages 2 to adult. We offer classes in jazz, tap, lyrical, ballet, and competition team. I started Flatirons because I've grown up in Arvada. I love this town. I love the people here. My family and I reside in Arvada. And I just wanted a studio, much like the studio that I grew up in, a family environment that is fun and teaches kids dance while
All right, Will goes down swinging. That'll bring up Carter Prince. All right, that'll even the count, 1-1. 2 down, no one on for the Bombers. Number 11 still in pitching for the Demons. That ball outside, 72 miles an hour. Still got plenty of heat left in his arm, I guess. 72. All right. That'll sit the Bombers down in order. We'll step aside and thank another sponsor. Oh, I'm gonna have to step aside.
Teaching them other skills.
Talk to you about
Flatirons Dance is a dance studio home to ages 2 to adult. We offer classes in jazz, tap, lyrical, ballet, and competition team. I started Flatirons because I've grown up in Arvada. I love this town. I love the people here. My family and I reside in Arvada. And I just wanted a studio, much like the studio that I grew up in, a family environment that is fun and teaches kids dance
You
while
can also turn on your sprinklers while he's there. He's got all the right tools to turn them sprinklers on and get them all tuned up for you. Have the sprinklers in their most efficient configuration so that you don't run out of water. You know, water's going to be scarce this year, especially in Colorado. Having a little bit of a drought with the record El Nino. So if you plan on watering your lawn, maybe give Mr. Cates a call and see if you can get him over and take a look at your gutters and sprinklers.
teaching them other skills.
Meanwhile,
Flatirons Dance is a dance studio home to ages 2 to adult. We offer classes in jazz, tap, lyrical, ballet, and competition team. I started Flatirons because I've grown up in Arvada. I love this town. I love the people here. My family and I reside in Arvada. And I just wanted a studio, much like the studio that I grew up in, a family environment that is fun and teaches kids dance while
pretty much anything you need on the outside of the house. Keep that housing envelope real tight. Make sure that the house is functioning properly. So if you want to give Night Exteriors a call, I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
while teaching them other skills. Flatirons Dance is a dance studio home to ages 2 to adult. We offer classes in jazz, tap, lyrical, ballet, and
the inning off.
competition team. I started Flatirons because I've grown up in Arvada. I love this town. I love the people here. My family and I reside in Arvada.
Trey back on the mound.
And I just wanted a studio,
Got the trend
much like
of,
the studio that I
dueling
grew up
number
in.
11s.
A family environment that
11
is
for,
fun and teaches
the
kids
Demons, 11
dance
for the
while...
Bombers. Trey knocked down the first 2 batters last inning. This ball in high for a ball. That one in low. But 2 balls, no strikes. That ball low, but came off of Will's glove a little weird, so still counts as a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs. Bombers playing in this high school level 3 league. The high school teams they play are freshmen, sophomores usually. Haven't quite worked their way onto the JV or varsity team yet. So all aspiring players. Meanwhile, the Bombers 14U. Still working their way towards high school. Most of these boys are going to go be freshmen at a high school next year, but a couple of them I think have 1 more year of eligibility. Noli over at first, I know he's got an extra year of eligibility, and Henry over at third, he's got another extra year. Both of them are 7th graders. All right. That fouled off behind the plate. Almost caught a lady looking at her phone. That'll teach her to pay more attention to her phone than the game. Must not be her son up at bat. One ball, 1 strike, 1 on. That ball down in the dirt. That'll go as a wild pitch, advancing the runner. All right, runner at second. Two balls, 1 strike. Now we got 2 and 2. All right, Trey with a nice strikeout there. Turns out they can hear us on the field. I thought they couldn't hear us, but is that right? It's only at home? That explains a lot. All right, Will tried to frame that one up nice, but umpire said, nah, a little too far outside. that one hit foul over the right field line. Ended up in the bullpen, I think, or over near there. One ball, one strike, one on, one out. All right, Will with a nice stop. Told Will plays a little bit of hockey goalie, so he's used to making those leg stops.
Teaching them
Ball
other
hit up to the
skills. Flatiron
shortstop.
Stance is a
Over
dance
to first
studio
for the
home to ages 2 to adult.
All right,
We
looks
offer
like
classes
safe on
in
that.
jazz, tap, lyrical, ballet,
Ball fell out of
and
his mitt, I
competition
think.
team. I started
Tried to pick
Flatirons
it up
because
in time,
I've
but
grown up in Arvada. I love this town. I love the people here. My family and I reside in Arvada. And I just
All right, we
wanted
got,
a studio, much like the studio that I grew up in, a family
One out.
environment that is fun
Runners at the
and
corners.
teaches kids dance while
that one up behind Will.
teaching them other
Jog
skills.
over. That ball.
Flatiron Stance is a
Runner,
dance studio
on first
home
advances
to
to second,
ages
but,
2 to
runner on third
adult.
stays put,
We
so
offer
then,
classes in
two runners in
jazz,
scoring
tap,
position.
lyrical, ballet, and competition team. I started Flatirons because I've grown up in Arvada. I love this town. I love the people here. My family and I reside in Arvada. And I just wanted a studio, much
Ball
like the
high and
studio that I
inside.
grew up in, a family environment that is fun and teaches kids dance while
One ball, no strikes, one out, two on. Ball a high strike right at the top of the zone. Batter swings and fouls it back into the fence. All right, that ball deep into right field. Folks going out to chase it down. That'll score a couple of runs. We got the batter stopping at third, respecting Jack Bride's arm. Sorry about the dancing music, Daddy-O. Still getting used to this software. It's beta software, and it has a couple of little glitches, and I forgot about that one. The strike zone for a ball. You got 2 balls, 1 strike. That one just missed high. 3 balls, 1 strike. All right, that's probably going to bring the runner home. Nope, he stays at third. Got a little bit of a lively backstop here. Bounced the ball back to Will, so keeps the runner at third. Batter advances to the first base on a walk. Runners at the corners. 1 out. Yeah, if you're leaving, I'll take it. All right, that ball down in the dirt. Will does a nice job blocking it. Runner stays at third. That ball high and inside, almost out of Will's reach, but he made a good catch. Once again, runner stays at third. Almost out of Will's reach, but he made a good catch.
Good job.
All right, Trey's got a 3-1 count. We got 2 on, runners at first and third. Ball behind the batter, bounces back off of the backstop. That'll load the bases up. So we got bases loaded, 1 out. That ball in for a strike. A nice pitch. I think this one near the bottom of the order for the Demons. Wisely steps out of the fastball coming at his head. That'll even the count at 1. All right, he fouls that one off. Almost defensively, kind of looked like. Ended up over the right field fence. And that'll put Trey ahead in the count. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 1 out. That was real close to a strike there, but umpire didn't like it, so that is a ball. That one inside for another ball. Runner stays at third. All right, we got bases loaded. Full count. 1 out. Sun has gone down here. It is starting to get a little chilly. That ball will walk the runner home, I believe. Yep, that's going to walk a runner home. So bases remain loaded. Coach Matt's going to go out and have a little talk with the boys. All right, Trey with a first pitch strike. Love it when Coach Matt goes and has a conversation and something good happens. Take every strike we can get at this point. Bases loaded. Another strike. We got a 0-2 count. 1 out. Double play would be real nice right about now. That ball fouled off. First is occupied, so can't advance on the drop third. Will asks for time. He's going to go talk to Trey real quick. Maybe get their signs straight. All right, number 11, the pitcher up for the Demons. Got a little bit of 11 on 11 action here with Trey, number 11, pitching to number 11 for the Demons. Got the first pitch in there for a strike. Caught the outside corner. Ooh, that one real close, right at the top of the zone. A little too high for the umpire. 2-1, 2 outs, bases loaded. Ball hit up to the right side. Oh, dropped. Looks like it came off the fielder. He's not enjoying whatever just happened to him. I think that's, is that Jack Brides? Over at second. Looks like he's going to get up here shortly. Looks like maybe took it off the shin. He's going to come out. We're going to keep playing. See if I can back up and catch the speed on the exit velocity. Okay, looks like exit velocity at 68 miles an hour. So that one was scooting at him pretty quick. All right, looks like Chance Van Gieson in at second base. Trey with another strike. That's 1 strike. no balls, 2 outs. Base is still loaded. Will making a real nice block, keeping that ball in front of him. Keeps the runner at third. All right, that one pretty high over Will's head, but it comes off the backstop nicely, and that'll keep the runners where they're at. All right, we got 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded, 2 outs. That one down off the plate. Runner inexplicably staying at third. I think they probably just trying to get their at-bats in here. Demons recognizing they've got what amounts to an insurmountable lead at this point. Have decided to slow it down a little bit, I think. All right, another walk. That'll force the runner in from third. We got got our next batter. Looks like number 21. If I recall correctly, he had a real nice hit earlier in the game. He's 2 for 3, actually. 2 for 3 on the day. Takes his first swing, hits it up to the shortstop, Mason, who throws it over, and it goes by Noli. That would score another run or two, but again, the Demons have decided to hold off, and so they only score 1 on the play. I think they're trying to extend the game a little bit, but we're probably going to run out of time here. It is the top of the 5th, so Demons not going to get to, or the Bombers will get to bat. That ball high comes off the backstop and rolls up in front of the batter's box. All right, Trey with another ball, 2-1. Game time has expired, so Bombers will finish the inning if they're not run ruled. I think it's 20. So if we can get out of this with without giving up another 4 runs, then we'll get to bat. All right, that's a strike. 2-2. Bombers defense getting ready. Back. All right, that one hit up to the shortstop, Mason, who's going to throw it over to Nolan, who makes the grab for the out. All right. Change sides and give the Bombers an at-bat. See how many of those 16 runs they're down they can come back. right. Bombers starting off the inning with a runner on second. Got one out. Nolan up to bat. This pitcher maybe not throwing quite as hard as the last one. That ball comes back at the camera. I think you saw the laces on that one if you were watching closely. Walking. We got runners on first and second. That brings up Adam Barth. He does love batting with runners in scoring position. Takes the first pitch for a strike. All right, Adam takes a hard cut at that one. Count is 1-2. 1-2, one out. Runners at first and second. Adam swinging at a high ball there and can't quite make contact, so that'll set Adam down. 2 outs for the Bombers. Bring up Trey. Living on a prayer here. Got a long way to go on 1 out. That one in on the knees. Ball. Trey takes a hard cut at that one, fouls it off. The count is 1-2. 2 outs, 2 on. All right, pitcher decides he wants to take a look at second. Chase his chance back closer to the bag. Let's give him a good look again. Delivers the pitch for a strike. All right, we got 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Bombers down to their last strike. That one will end the game. Dropped and thrown over to first for the out. All right, we're going to reset here, and we'll be back in a few minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, which you should be because the next game's not going to be on Game Changer, please do take a look for the next game. I'll get it queued up, started, and we'll be back in just a minute.